Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to What to Wear Here and There. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome back to What to Wear Here and There. I'm Lashana and I'm here to give you what you want. Yeah, yeah. Style, hair, fashion, and flair. Come along, sit down, grab your pretty drink. Stay with me.
I am your gracious host, Lashana, and in today's video, we're going to do a real brief, I guess, hair refresh. I don't know, we're taking our hair from summer to fall, and there's not too many things that I do to make the changes, but I will share with you how I came out of that curly look, and let's assess the damage. Probably trim my ends up a little bit and then go ahead and flatten it out. Well, gonna flat iron it and then I'm gonna probably trim the ends. So if that's something that you are interested in, go ahead and grab a pretty drink, which means grab your coffee, your chai tea latte, or a bottle of water, and let's get into the video. But first, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, save for future inspiration or entertainment, share with a loved one or friend, girl. Or my guy. All right, so let's get into the video, guys. So, I have had such a long journey the past few months. So physically as well as, with my hair. And this is double wrapped. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I shared this scarf or bonnet I got from Target, and it was a collaboration with Goody. I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know if this is backwards or not. I'm using my new DJI Osmo camera, so yay for me. Because my phone was like having it, and that camera that I have just doesn't do the job. So as you see, I took it down. I had my hair twisted and just, twists. Let me back up and share. Had it twisted and then I just pulled it up and then put the bonnet on top. I don't really wrap my hair at night. To me, I know people with long hair who wrap their hair, but um, I don't. I don't. So the products that we're going to use today, we're going to use that TPH Hair Smooth Attitude by Taraji P. Henson, and it's getting low because I used it all in Accra and I used it when we went to Ohio. And we're gonna use that Lotta Body. Let's see if we can get close. Control Me Edge Gel, because I'm feeling something a little bit lighter, and I have shared this with you guys before. It's very light. The consistency reminds me of years ago. We had this grease called Light Touch, and I've been on the hunt for it for so many years, and it's been discontinued. And I don't know why. It was perfect. It was very lightweight. And then we're going to go in with my Shea Moisture Argan Oil, which we're actually going to apply right now. And as you see here, I'm going to do 3 pumps and going to just go down the length of my tresses on both sides. I don't want to fry my hair, so I'm not putting a whole lot of oil in it, but I'm just making sure to get the ends and the edges. And you may see, or you may not see, some flakes. I have a little bit of dry scalp. I think it's from transitioning from being everywhere. Gonna use my Tangle Teaser detangle brush, and this is just old hair. After I washed it the other day. I just haven't straightened it out yet. And I grabbed a new brush while in Ohio. It was on sale at Target. This is the Unbrush. Hopefully you can see that. If it's backwards, y'all, sorry. I don't have all my readers. I can't tell. The Unbrush, I thought it would be good for me, but it kind of pulls. You hear that? I don't like that. So, but I said I was gonna try it. Keep trying until I don't know. But anyway, I like the way this one feels as it's going through my hair. And I don't feel like I suffered too much damage when I was in the curly state, but we shall find out, right? We'll find out today, because this is the first time I'm gonna straighten it out. And we always brush from the bottom and work our way up. I don't know, there might be some damage because I feel some fairy knots in here, which are to be expected when you wear your hair in a curly state, especially for as long as I did. Y'all, surprisingly, I wore my hair curly for over 10 days. That is a major home run for me because usually it never really lasts 3 hours or 3 days, let alone 10 days. So I'm going down. Yeah, I do feel some fairy knots, but I'm not pulling at them. I'm overlooking them with the brush. If you can kind of imagine, I'm brushing. When I feel it, I just kind of go over it and keep on going down because I'm going to go through with my fingers. Yeah, I feel more tangles here. Tangle. And usually when it's tangles like that, I spread it out with the brush, or I just go ahead and with my fingers and finger detangle. Here's some tangling. My hair tangles in the front on the sides now a lot more than it used to. I don't know why. So on my next wash, this is a spoiler alert. Not really a spoiler, but on my next wash, I plan on capturing, oh, my phone is ringing. I plan on capturing my green tea hair rinse if I can. I mean, I can, but I don't know how well you can see it. I could just share with you how I make it. But anyway, I'm gonna do that because I feel like my scalp needs to be kind of detoxified, exfoliated a little bit. I do the exfoliation by scratching my scalp daily, but I think it's time for a good rinse in the scalp, and I use green tea for that. I've shared with some of you before. Some of you asked. So that's better. I don't feel any more knots as I go down to smooth out the rest. All right, so we are done. But guys, go over and check out my vlog from Ghana. I shared some cool content. It was really my day's experiences. I don't know if people are looking for certain things or not, but anyway, I have created a whole lot of content from there. But I'm splitting them up now into short form content, like on shorts. So this is better after I've used my initial brush, because I think this is good to kind of stimulate the scalp. If you see the bristles, they're kind of tough, but they're also soft. So I think this is good to stimulate the scalp, not really brush through to the ends unless it's smooth already. So anyway, I'm going to be sharing short form content on like streets and people, and most of all the Cape Coast Slave Castle, which I know everyone's interested in. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to be done. But go over and check out the long form content, which was more like my days in the life. I worked out, we ate, we visited with a friend, we went out to eat, all those things. So now we are going to get into straightening the hair, and it's probably going to be time elapsed, but I'm going to start from the back here, and I'm just going to split this up, just parting with my fingers, and then I'm going to twirl it up to get it out of the way and clip it over here to the other side, could push that up too, but I'm not. So let's see how this brush works. I'm gonna split it up one more time to get started. And I'm just gonna push this over here. Hopefully it'll stay without too much. All right, so I'm gonna go on with the comb chase method, putting the comb at my root and then sliding it down and bringing down the flat iron. And this is set to a temperature of 450. I know lots of people wonder how hot I go, and yep, it's at the max, 450. I could turn it down, but I like doing one pass. And it's not super bone straight, as you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but it's straight enough for me because I don't like to go over it too many times, but I like for it to be straight. So here we go. I'll take one last pass down to the end so I can make sure they're straight enough so when I'm trimming them, they're flat. So I don't see too much damage, but it is time for a trim. All right, so I'll do this next side and then I'll come back in and show you the final look.
Face, like really?
She's like, not today.
Not today, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have finished straightening my hair. I trimmed my ends and I shared a little bit. I was having a phone conversation while I was doing it, so I was a little distracted. But anyway, getting messages, guys. Let me put my phone on silent. Okay, so really quickly, as I shared earlier, I was using that Lotta Body, but I think I'm going to, go ahead. As I said, this was going to be my other choice for my edges. Just going to take a little bit of that, and you really can't see how much I'm using at all because I'm just doing like a little dollop, but I want to bring it down here, and this is dried up a little bit because it was on the outer part of the cap, but this is the little bit that I want to use, and just gonna add some around here, up here where my hair is doing its thing. Just to really bring it in a little bit more, and grab my edging brush and just smooth everything down. My phone is really going off. So this is what it's looking like, and we are gonna get dressed and we'll be headed out the door. Thanks for watching. Love you from my heart for being here. Until the next time, bye for now. Okay guys, so here's my twirl curl, my edges that I've created. I have applied that argan oil again to the finished smooth look, and then we're just gonna brush everything. And then we're just gonna brush everything together. Trimmed off a good amount to even it out. So this is what my ends. I mean, of course it doesn't look even because I have it brought around to the side, but this is how I like for it to go down and towards a V. I don't really like the blunt cut across. I've shared that before, but I did a little bit. So, but I cut off just a few inches. So anyway, that's that. See you next time.